Hey sewing friends, welcome back to Sew Happy, where we sew patterns from start to finish to create a me-made wardrobe with confidence. Today I'm walking you through a full sew-along for the Sabine V-Neck Knit Top, a super easy, beginner-friendly pattern that also happens to be completely free, which we love. For my version, I used a light sweater knit fabric with 4-way stretch, so it's soft, comfy, and perfect for everyday wear. But this pattern can easily be dressed up or down depending on your fabric choice, making it a total must-sew. I did make one small tweak to the construction. Instead of turning the neckband binding to the inside along its main seam and top stitching, I applied it as a band and top stitch to give it a little bit more coverage along the V. I'd love to hear what you think about that. Do you prefer this method or the original finish? All right, let's get started sewing this V-neck top. Here are the wrong sides of my front bodice pieces. I'm going to cut pieces of knit interfacing to stabilize the shoulder seams and fuse in place. Then I'll place these upper front and back pieces right sides together and pin the shoulder seams. Sew both shoulder seams with a 3/8 inch seam allowance and a narrow zigzag stitch. If you like, you can also finish the raw edges together either with a serger or a wide zigzag stitch and press those seam allowances toward the back. Here is my neckline binding, and I'm going to be applying it to the neckline differently than the pattern instructions. The pattern instructions have you sew it right sides with the neckline and turn it completely to the inside of the garment, but this way you lose 3/8 of an inch of coverage around the neckline. I'm going to be sewing it to the neckline so that you add 3/8 of an inch of coverage along the neckline. So I'll fold my neckline binding in half, wrong sides together, all the way across. Here is the right side of my front and back bodice pieces opened out at the shoulder seams. And I've gone ahead and marked the center of my back neckline, as well as marking the center of my binding. I'll place the center of my binding right sides together and raw edges even with the back neckline, and pin in place. Then I'll place both short edges of the binding at the bottom edges of the front bodice pieces and pin in place. Continue pinning the binding to the entire neckline, stretching as necessary to fit from point to point. I'll sew the binding in place all around the neckline from center front to center front with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and a narrow zigzag stitch. Then we'll press that binding away from the bodice and press the seam allowance toward the bodice. Then we can top stitch our seam allowance in place, sewing right next to the original binding seam. You can use the same narrow zigzag stitch or make it a little bit wider. Here are both of my upper front bodice pieces with the right side of the fabric facing me. We're going to place one front bodice piece on top of the other, aligning the notches. Pin along the bottom edges. Baste those bottom edges together to secure. Place your lower front piece right sides together with the upper front piece and pin in place. Sew this seam with a 3/8 inch seam allowance and your narrow zigzag stitch. Here is the inside of the front bodice piece, and this is the seam that we just created. I've gone ahead and pressed my seam allowance down toward the bottom of the garment. And from the front of the garment, I'm going to top stitch that seam allowance in place straight across, just as we top stitched the neckline binding. Stitching right underneath that main seam using the same zigzag stitch you used earlier. With one of your armholes opened out flat, place your corresponding sleeve right sides together with the armhole. Place the top notch of your sleeve at the shoulder seam, align your other notches, and pin in place. Then we can sew the sleeve in place from one side to the other with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Finish the raw edges together if preferred. Repeat to attach both sleeves. Now with the front and back pieces right sides together, we're going to pin the side seams. From the bottom of the sleeve across the seam to the bottom of the bodice. Repeat on both sides. Sew the underarm seam continuing to the side seam with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Finish the raw edges together if preferred and press toward the back. Repeat for both sides of the blouse. The bottom of the bodice and the bottom of the sleeves will be hemmed in the same way, folding your raw edge to the wrong side by 3/4 of an inch and pinning in place. I'm going to use a wide zigzag stitch to edge stitch close to the raw edge on the inside all the way around for the sleeves and the bodice. And now the top is complete. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future sewing tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.